Good evening and welcome. I'm Crystal Cummins, Joe, the president of Sarah Lawrence College. On behalf of the trustees, the faculty and staff of the college, I'm delighted to welcome you all to Winter Commencement 2019. And now the people you've all been waiting for entering are our 2019 winter graduates. We're gathered here tonight with students, family, friends, faculty, and staff to celebrate our winter graduates through this tradition of commencement. Before we officially begin that, graduates, we told you you'd want to listen. I'd like to ask all of those of you who are graduating, please stand. Stand up, the graduates. All right, look around you, turn around, look at your family, your friends. All the people who brought you here, and give them a big standing ovation for the graduates. No more spirit changes. Commencement is about traditions, transitions, and new beginnings. About commencing, that next stage of new beginnings made possible by the energy and the intellect that you have invested in your exploration of knowledge at Sarah Lawrence. This exploration, this adventure was facilitated by a faculty recognized by us, by all who know them, and for good measure by the Princeton Review, as the very best in the country. A faculty who exhibit extraordinary dedication to teaching and to learning, who thrive on helping students connect their passions as they create their futures, who understand that the best education is one that challenges preconceived notions, requires active engagement and discussion and debate with peers, and that ideally ensures that you develop not only the courage, but the intellectual fearlessness to pursue continuous learning in whatever context you may find yourself down the road. What I mean to convey is this. Undergraduate and graduate studies are not ends unto themselves, although right now I'm sure for many of you it may feel like that. Your time and your education at Sarah Lawrence is a means to a future that each of you will determine and create, a future that will call upon your talents and your passions constantly. And if your objective is to grow further, to contribute to the public good in whatever ways you might choose, and I hope very much that it is, there will be times that you have to dig deep and to draw on the persistence that you have learned through your education here. In all likelihood, at some campus event or in my regular letters or emails to the Sarah Lawrence community, you've heard me hold forth on the motto of this college, wisdom with understanding. The world is in great need of both of those things right now, wisdom and understanding. For me, that motto, wisdom with understanding, points to the essence of our Sarah Lawrence education. Discovering which questions to ask and how to follow them relentlessly. Digging deep to pursue a possibility. Bringing all of one's creative energies to bear. But it also signals a way of perceiving, with understanding, that reminds us of the necessity for empathy, for generosity and grace when encountering competing views, for an inclusivity that is itself deeply and openly inclusive. For only then can we learn to speak to one another across deep ideological divides. Your new beginning today, whether or not it was an intended goal when you first came to Sarah Lawrence, is very much about putting your education here to work. Putting that education to work as you go forth into the world to bring that motto to life through the challenges that you will accept in the years ahead. It is a certain kind of burden, perhaps the best kind, to be a standard bearer for wisdom with understanding, to be a standard bearer for a Sarah Lawrence education. So with that in mind, my first challenge to you today is relish that task. In the journey ahead, seek out opportunities to apply not only the specific knowledge and talents you've nurtured at Sarah Lawrence, but demonstrate and share with others the virtue of understanding that is informed by wisdom. If yours is an open mind, inclined toward collaboration, and an affirmative desire to comprehend the needs and motivations of those around you, you will realize the promise of our motto. My second challenge to you is much simpler. Very, very, very shortly, you will officially be alumni of this college. I will look forward to welcoming you back to campus for events in years to come. So how about we make the date now for your 5-year reunion? You open the Barbara Walters Campus Center. You come back and celebrate it with us. Though you may be departing the physical boundaries of this college, do not for a moment believe that you are leaving the Sarah Lawrence community. Instead, find the ways to continue to call upon this community, which is now and forever your community. You might want to do so by remaining contact with friends you found here, by corresponding with faculty who have made a lasting impression and who will continue to write letters of recommendation for you, or by attending or hosting an alumni event in whatever region you land in. As you leave this place, you will discover, I suspect, what I have. You will encounter Sarah Lawrence people in all sorts of unusual and unexpected ways. It will happen gradually, and sometimes it will catch you by surprise as you meet someone who asks penetrating questions, who thinks about problems from many angles and in new ways, who connects disparate interests and a passion for knowledge, who has a way of seeing, who is just interested. And you'll recognize that person as a Sarah Lawrence person long before they utter the words, "Oh, I went to SLC." To me, these are the characteristics that identify Sarah Lawrence people. The epitome of a phrase we hear and utter around this campus so often. That's so Sarah Lawrence. So be on the lookout for others who are so Sarah Lawrence wherever you are. You'll find they stand out in a crowd, inquisitive, deeply confident, creative, perhaps unconventional, and quietly comfortable in the use of the written and spoken word. Thus, my final challenge to you is 2 simple words. Stay connected. Stay connected to each other. Stay connected to your college. Congratulations, graduates. To begin the program, I invite Hannah McCandless, Graduate Student Association President and student in the graduate program in Women's History, to offer greetings from a graduate student.
What is really important to realize about graduate students is that we are not a monolith. From students fresh out of getting an undergraduate degree to people starting their 3rd career, we are all over the place and we are faced with a lot of different challenges coming from a lot of different backgrounds. Some folks moved from across the world to come here, some people from just down the street. Some students have family support, while other students are the sole providers of their families. Some students have never had a professional career before, while others are looking to advance their current career. Some students are balancing major medical needs with their schoolwork, while others are spending a lot of their time and energy on food security. But no matter the background, graduate students have a few common experiences. Some social isolation due to the intense nature of graduate work, sleep deprivation, and a lot of friends and family who continue to ask us why. So whatever challenges you have faced while you've been here, no other person could have met those challenges and succeeded in your program in the way that you did. So with the completion of this degree, your life is going to change pretty drastically. You will no longer have to remind yourself to get back to work when you're enjoying downtime. The next time students ask you, or next time friends ask you to go out for drinks, then you can, and you don't have to say no. This is, of course, unless you're getting an undergraduate degree. But nevertheless, your work here is done. Enjoy it. Be proud of it. We're all proud of you. So congratulations to the graduating graduate students of 2019.
Thank you, Anna. And now, I would like to welcome Dan Herlin, Director of the Graduate Theater Program, SLC alum and faculty member, who will offer greetings from the graduate faculty.
It is such a pleasure to be here. I love these mid-year graduations. They're much more quiet, they're more understated, just like me. So, I graduated mid-year way back when I was an undergraduate at Sarah Lawrence College, class of 1950. Actually, because it was mid-year, I've always been a little confused about which class I was part of. That calendar year or that academic year? I'm sure there's a proper way to figure it out, I just never got the memo. I mean, are you the class of 2019 or 2020? Well, whenever anybody asks me when I graduated, I just say, class of 1634. I don't hear much more from them after that. At my commencement, there were, I think, around 7 of us graduating, and we basically just had a cocktail party. It was fun, except for one thing. There being no ceremony or graduation speakers or anything like that, each of our dons got up and talked about us. That was kind of awful. It was like having your evaluations recited live to you by your professor to your face in a room full of other people. You're lucky that nothing like that is going to happen here today. I mean, I think, right? So my job here today is to send you greetings and congratulations from the faculty. I can tell you with full confidence that your faculty is very proud of you and of what you have accomplished here. I know I'm proud of you. I always feel like I'm pilfering the pride a little bit, enjoying it when I really don't deserve it. I mean, what did I do? My students are the ones who did all that work, who did all that growing. Actually, I even get a little teary-eyed during commencements. I'm so moved by the Herculean effort it takes to be in school, and the fact that after that enormous effort, it's celebrated. Yeah, I'm an old man now, and in my later years, I find I cry more often and more easily. I didn't know to cry at toothpaste commercials. But that doesn't diminish the profound sense of awe I feel when I look at you and I look at what you've done. So on behalf of the faculty, congratulations.
Thank you, Dan. Now joining me at the podium is Kim Ferguson, Dean of Graduate Professional Programs, who will hood our graduate students, and Crystal Green, Manager of New Learning Initiatives, who will read the names of the health advocacy graduates. Will our candidates for the Master of Arts degree in health advocacy please rise? By virtue of the power vested in me by the Regents of the University of the State of New York, and at the recommendation of the faculty and the Board of Trustees of Sarah Lawrence College, I confer upon you the degree of Master of Arts with all rights and privileges pertaining thereto.
Shirley Delia.
Lorraine Kathleen Kraft.
We welcome back to the stage Dan Erwin and welcome Paige Ackerson-Keeley, Associate Director of the MFA Writing Program. And will our candidates for the Master of Fine Arts degree please rise? By virtue of the power vested in me by the Regents of the University of the State of New York, and at the recommendation of the faculty and the Board of Trustees of Sarah Lawrence College, I confer upon you the degree of Master of Fine Arts with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Will the new Master of Fine Arts in Theater please come forward?
Myra Melissa McPhee.
And will the new Masters of Fine Arts in Writing please come forward?
Asher Hillel Burstein. Michelle Lauren Zimmerman.
Congratulations to our graduate students on the receipt of their degrees. I'm now pleased to welcome Jordan Foster and Evan Ray Suzuki, senior class co-presidents, who will offer greetings from undergraduate students.
Hi everyone. Greetings to the winter class of 2019 and their friends and family. My name is Jordan Foster.
And I'm Evan Ray Suzuki, and we're the senior class co-presidents. We're so honored and excited to be with you here tonight.
Congratulations to everyone who is graduating this evening.
Yes, you either just had such a good time that you finished everything early, or you just really, really liked it here. When we were preparing what we were going to say tonight, Jordan suggested that we copy verbatim one of Oprah's commencement addresses.
I did suggest that.
We saw it was 28 minutes long, so we decided to save that for the spring instead.
Seriously, you should all be so proud of what you've accomplished during your time at Sarah Lawrence. While each of you have had your own unique experiences on your own individual journeys here, what you all have in common is that your time here has consisted of incredibly hard work and amazing new discoveries you couldn't have even imagined.
From making a dance performance using string lights and ABBA music, to explore personal narratives, to creating a whole piece about a minute-long YouTube video of sheep.
From conducting cutting-edge empirical research on protein degradation to publishing an original chapbook of poetry.
You've all engaged with the Sarah Lawrence curriculum in your own distinctive and multidisciplinary ways.
And just as, if not more important, You have all made meaningful and lifelong connections with your fellow students and with your professors as well.
So congratulations again on everything that you've achieved, and we wish you the best in all of your future endeavors. We'll see you out there in a few months.
Thank you, Jordan and Evan. I now invite Joseph Forte, the Esther Rauschenbusch Chair and Art History faculty member, to speak on behalf of the undergraduate faculty.
We tried to arrange for the weather to rain confetti down on you as you came in, but unfortunately all we got was snow. But nonetheless, we'd like to offer our congratulations to the splendid graduating class of winter 2019-2020. I couldn't figure it out either, Dan, so I don't really know. As per the festivities, let me invite all of you back to the Senior Dawn Dinner during Senior Week 2020. For those who are unsure of what this arcane ritual feast means, it is a very meager return on tuition that features well-intentioned but mediocre college food and wine, except at the art history table, a good deal of rueful nostalgia for the mostly clueless first years that you all once were, and more importantly, a number of less inhibited faculty, yours truly as director and performer included, singing and dancing in a show that follows this well-lubricated banquet. I would also like to congratulate the parents for their flexibility and commitment over the last 3+ years. I'm sure that you were skeptical when your child convinced you that Sarah Lawrence was the best place in the world to study radiology. But by her junior year, when she announced that her new passion, indeed her life's work, was Victorian verse on tuberculosis, or concepts of space in Bloomingdale's furniture department, also related, you did not even bat an eyelash or audibly, though perhaps clandestinely, gasp. Because you've come to recognize that what has made these seniors unique people, and Sarah Lawrence a unique place in education, is their passion born from and tempered through reflection. To quote the patron saint of Sarah Lawrence, John Dewey, the American philosopher, we do not learn from passion alone, but from reflecting on passion. Victorian TV poetry is arguably at some divorce from everyday occurrences, but consider it was an attempt to ground art in the experience of the everyday, in the experience of the marginal and vulnerable people, to have them listen to and thus to reflect on what they had experienced. This is what led to a passion for reform and for transformation, a transformation like you've seen in your children, the transformation that you seniors have experienced, and the transformation that makes students into colleagues a very common occurrence at Sarah Lawrence College. This process of reflection is a social process between teacher and student, something that happens at Sarah Lawrence because of our unique, financially and academically demanding, but personally rewarding guided learning or conference system. It treats the classroom as a studio and a laboratory, and every teacher's office is a sanctuary to allow students to invest their academic work with the energy and commitment of speculation and confirmation. It might be better called a listening system, a validating system, a system of mutual yet boundless respect. Any good liberal arts college can provide smart, informed fellow students who share the delights and dips of college life. They have office hours for faculty, where the committed or forlorn show up for their carefully rationed dose of faculty wisdom. But not here. Here, from the start, from first year studies to final conference or research projects, we try to create a mutual community of scholars, artists, activists for each and every student. Indeed, we try to engender passion and reflection, and as Crystal has said, wisdom with understanding, as our motto says. We listened and we encouraged your passions and your enthusiasms. We hoped to model reflection, analysis, complexity, and most importantly, respect for the informed passions that you expressed. We believed in the conference system as a conference of mutual support that we hope you will carry with you. We are often cited by U.S. News and World Report as the top faculty in the country, but I would add that we are the top listening faculty in the country. To honor personal passion with intense reflection is what you seniors have learned at Sarah Lawrence, what distinguishes you from the graduates of other colleges and what distinguishes us in our own method of learning. When properly phrased and considered, anything can be grasped and discussed. Anything can be challenged and changed. Any life in any occupation or vocation can be meaningful because you are all parents, extended families, and most importantly, seniors, Sarah Lawrence people. Filled to free passion and able to give it shape through reflection in the arts and the sciences and the humanities and in the broader social world that will be yours to make. This is the crucial part of a meaningful life. Your sense that you have determined your own fate while weighing the directions that society offers you. And with the many Sarah Lawrence alum, you will make decisions that give you agency and create opportunities, and most importantly, affirm your humanity and the humanity of others. In the words of the late disciple of Nietzsche, Tony Robbins, life will not happen to you, it will be made by you. This is what we have hoped to give, the best preparation for your next decision and the next and the next. The sense that they come from your passions and are yours to reflect on and to decide. And from this, may you never graduate. May you just continue to live it every day of your lives. Thank you.
Thank you, Joe. Now joining me is Kanwal Singh, Provost and Dean of Faculty, and Danny Torrio, Dean of Studies and Student Life, as we move to the conferring of the undergraduate degrees. Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Arts degree please rise? By virtue of the power vested in me by the Regents of the University of the State of New York, and at the recommendation of the faculty and the Board of Trustees of Sarah Lawrence College, I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Arts with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Will the new Bachelor of Arts please come forward as you are called?
Catherine Carlson. Yifan Chen. Eleanor Virginia Daly. Haley Ernest. Logan Nicole Hilbert. Fanny Ketterer. Jessica Mary Frances McNamara. Thomas Nicklin. Tatiana Noel. Elliot Nye. Austin Nathaniel Poor. Emma Maisie Adelaide Pryor. And Sarah Florence Thal.
All right, let's have one more big congratulations. And now it's my pleasure to invite Christina Camaradella, Director of Alumni Relations, to welcome you, our newest alumni, to the Alumni Association.
Good evening. As the Director of Alumni Associations for the college, it is my distinct pleasure to welcome each and every one of you to our alumni community. We are all very proud of what you've accomplished during your time here and excited for whatever is next for you. You're now a member of a thriving global community doing extraordinary things. There are nearly 20,000 Sarah Lawrence alumni living and working throughout the world, in every state in the nation and nearly 80 countries. And you will be an alum for far longer than you were ever a student. As a graduate, your future projects, relationships, and achievements will be a reflection of what you learned here at Sarah Lawrence. We'll continue to support you as you approach everything in life with the same inclination to embrace research, critical thinking, and curiosity that you honed here at the college. Our door remains open to you. And when you return to campus for reunion, you can look forward to connecting with alums from all walks of life who share your class cycle, including award-winning actress Juliana Margulies. Remember her words as you go forth. Believe anything is possible, and then work like hell to make it happen. Enjoy this moment. Enjoy each other. Congratulations and break the leg.
I join Christina in welcoming you to the Sarah Lawrence alumni community. And having just spent the last 2 weeks seeing them in Boston, LA, San Francisco, they are an amazing group that you are joining. So congratulations to our graduates. Thank you to our guests. Welcome everyone to a reception in the Heimbold Atrium. Congratulations.